Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a rocket out of a paper towel tube and a paper funnel. So these are paper towel tubes that you can get at the end of your paper towel rolls. I've got some construction paper and I cut it down so it's the size of my construction or my paper towel tube. I've got one of these funnels here. This is actually a snow cone. So you put your snow cone shavings in that you can buy at the store. You can also make your own cone out of some scrap paper. You take it and you just kind of roll it into a cone shape and glue it together. I've also got some stick glue. I have got some round circles. I'm going to use these as kind of the windows to my rocket ship. I've got some clothespins, and then I have some markers for decoration. So the first thing that I do is you take your construction paper, and this color, it can be any color you want, or it can be white, and then they can just take their time decorating it if they want, but I decided to have it a nice bright color. And you're just going to roll this paper on top. You can also get out the paints and paint the paper tube. It's really up to you, whatever kind of way that you want to decorate it. That's totally up to you. So I'm just going to take this and we're just going to roll this on. And remember, when we roll paper onto our tubes like this, sometimes we have to hold it and let it dry a little bit. I'm going to put some here in the middle, and I'm going to actually put it all the way to the ends. Get enough glue on there. If you want to use some Elmer's glue that comes out of the bottles, you can use that too. And you might have to have a little bit of help rolling these, but you just want to roll it. Another way to make sure that it's on there and it stays on there good is to take a stapler and just give it a couple staples at the end. That might help to reinforce it a little bit. You don't have to do that, but you want to make sure that your seam here dries. Okay, so there is my tube. So now I want to decorate it. So I'm going to put on some little circles here, and these are going to be kind of like the windows of my rocket so that the astronauts can look out. So I'm going to put one here. And I don't want to go all the way up too far because remember, I'm going to have to put my top of my rocket on. Let's put one here. And you don't have to cut out little circles like this. You can also draw on them. I'm going to put one more right there. Then you can draw different things on there too. I'm going to take my red marker and I'm going to write down the side U S A. I've got United States of America. That's our rocket coming from the USA. I'll put it on the other side too. Okay. So once you've got the body of your rocket all decorated, then you can go ahead and hot glue the top on. You don't have to hot glue it, but I recommend it if you're going to use the snow cone and the paper towel tube. You might have to hot glue it, in which case you do need to have an adult do that for you. Another way to do this, if you take a toilet paper tube, a small tube, and actually use the little plastic egg that are for Easter, little Easter eggs, and you can take half of one of those and glue it to the inside so it sticks up like a dome, and then you can paint that, and that can be the top of your rocket. So there's a couple different ways you can do that, but in this one we're going to do it this way with the pointy rocket. So go ahead and finish your decorating, and then we'll come back to show you the rest of it. So now that you've glued your top to your rocket, so remember what I did was I put hot glue on the very top right here, and then I stuck this snow cone on top of it and kind of held it in place till it dried. And remember, you need to have an adult help you because hot glue is very hot, so you do not want to burn yourself. Again, if you don't want to use this size or this cone like this, you can make it smaller by using a toilet paper tube and then the end of a plastic Easter egg, and then glue that on the end, and that becomes your rocket top. But in this one, we're making a very tall rocket. So once you had decorated it, glued the top, all that's left to do is put on your little boosters. And in this case, we're going to use some some clothespins. So we put our clothespins at the bottom, and just kind of like a little tripod, and that's going to be what holds up our rocket. A little bit uneven here. You want to make sure they're all even, and there you have it. You've got a little rocket. There's a little port window so the astronauts can see out. There's little things that it stands on, so then your rocket can lift off. If you want to decorate the top of your rocket, you can do that. Put a little window there, or some flames, or any kind of decoration that you want. So there you have it. There is a simple and easy, but definitely fun paper rocket.